Hi Taurus, this is Donatella, Empress of Swords, and you're watching your March 2021 reading. Thank you guys and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, thank you for watching. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning. Please always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe, especially if this message is resonating. I love to hear back from you guys. Please leave it in the comments if this resonates. Taurus, March is really pretty interesting. As I see your cards, okay? Oh, heavy month. Heavy month. There's something deceptive that's going on, okay? It could be in your business or it could be in your relationship, but I really see it like in the household. So I don't want to alarm you, but you could be possibly dealing with a Virgo. Virgo is weighing very heavy on your mind, or it's someone that was like always a hermit, not telling you things. You've been dealing with someone that was extremely secretive, and you're barely starting to realize it now. This person had a lot of trusting issues. You remember having a lot of good memories with them, but as you look back now, you're realizing that they had defeated you. They kind of took some strength out of you because of how much, I don't want to say this about them, but I just feel like they don't have any compassion, and they're very selfish and they're very goal oriented. And it's all about data and being analytical and not investing in anything that you really want to invest in. I see that you were trying to plant seeds, that you were trying to kind of do what they wanted to do. But then as soon as you would go and plant that seed, it's like they didn't even care that you were actually trying to do this for them. And every time you try to plant something with them or do something with them or invest with them or do anything with them, they make you feel like because of you, they need to be stuck at home, or because of you, they can't be doing the things that they want to do. And you feel like because of them, you can't transform and become a more successful person. And because of that, it gives you this feeling of, I don't even want to be romantic if I have to feel like this. I don't want to even stress out on you if you're going to be even secretive. And you're going to get your justice, especially if you're feeling what I'm trying to express to you right now. In about 3 or 4 weeks, you're going to start noticing that if you were dealing with another Taurus like yourself, or a Virgo or a Capricorn, if this person was deceitful to you, or if this person is mean to you, or if they're not sharing with you or being deceptive with you, they're going to be exposed. Like whatever they said or whatever they were doing, or if you were doing something behind their back, you guys, whatever is going on, it's going to get all exposed. It's all going to come out on the table. Especially I see that in about 3 or 4 weeks. It's all going to be out there. But for you, Taurus, what it's going to do is it's going to free you up from a responsibility that you wished you could pursue for a very long time that you haven't been able to do. And it had nothing to do with something that was superficial. I think you were dealing with someone that was extremely superficial. You guys were, you were trying to make them happy. You were doing exactly what they needed to do to get to that goal. But really, what you really wanted is to have your heart contented. And you were trying to do, like you were trying to be a good partner, a good lover, to get everything on track. But you weren't realizing that no matter how much water you were trying to fill in the cup, there was a hole in it. You were I don't want to say like you might have been dealing with a narcissist, Taurus. It's possible. It's a possibility, because they weren't looking for a solution. And it made you feel very hopeless, where you just wanted to give up too, because you couldn't find like this common ground with them, no matter what you did. You were offering love to someone. You need to understand, Taurus, that you were offering love to someone that was left out in the cold. And the only way that was going to get resolved is if you had real communication with them. But this person felt like instead of you having real communication with them, it was more spying. That became betrayal and hurt and anxiety and, just just not having any remorse for each other, where you can't even plant seeds. Now you have to plant seeds somewhere else, and you can't even celebrate with them anymore. And that hurts the most, where you can't even plant seeds with them anymore because of how much betrayal has happened since then. And it was because of the lack of communication. The lack of communication caused misunderstandings, and then the misunderstandings caused betrayal. And it's all because you guys don't want to communicate with each other. You're going to actually push yourself. I see it about like something happens where in about 4 or 5 weeks, you're going to feel that anxiety. And then you're going to realize, okay, this anxiety is really bothering me now. I need to start planting some seeds elsewhere, or start planting some serious seeds in something that I really care about, because I really can feel like I feel left out. That's the feeling I get from you. That you feel left out. You used to celebrate with your people. You gave up your people to be with someone else's people. And all of that's doing is getting you in anxiety. So you're going to get yourself out of anxiety, and you're going to go plant your seeds wherever you need to plant your seeds, so that way you don't feel left out in the cold. Because you're dealing with someone that's used to being left out in the cold, and now you're living their lifestyle. They made you turn into them. And what that did in return is made you powerless, because this person literally has no friends. You were close to someone that didn't have any friends, and they were trying to make you like them. Antisocial. And very controlling and domineering. It's like, even if you were with the same zodiac, like let's say like you guys are both earth signs, or you guys are the same zodiac, or something about you is the same. Maybe you guys are the same race, or maybe the same religion. Like you really loved something about this person that was the same as you. Maybe you had the same career or the same aspirations. Whatever it is, it's like it's the complete opposite now. And you're realizing like, whoa, we didn't even have anything in common, because I was looking at something very superficial. I didn't even realize who this person was. So now you're like moving around and away from that mentality, because you're realizing no one was against this relationship. It was your partner that was against this relationship. If you ever thought that somebody was trying to hinder you guys, or trying to keep you guys away from each other, or if you had like in-laws or whatever, you're realizing that it wasn't just that. It was this, your partner was self-sabotaging every moment that they had. They were literally self-sabotaging the relationship every chance that they had, because they had anxieties of their own, and they were betrayed, and all they could do is like hurt you at the same time. That's why they can never feel, even if you're married to this person, or if there's somebody really close to you, you feel like they're never, ever fully committed to you. There's always something at the back of their mind. They're always waiting for something else. And it's always like money too. It's always like, oh, I want to feel secure. Let me hold on to my money. Let me hold on to my house. It's like they're waiting for you to like croak. I don't know what it is. It's like, but they're in and out of your life. Like they do things separate without you anyways. It's like they're in, they're out. They're in, they're out. You don't know. There's going to be something that makes you start feeling very passionate about something new pretty soon. So if there's somebody in the past that bothered you a lot, don't worry about it, because soon, in about like the 5th week, I'm thinking like even probably mid-April, hopefully not too long, you're going to be very passionate about either a Virgo or a Gemini, or starting to make something like very magically happen all over. You're going to get some crazy idea where someone's going to enter your life, and they're going to give you more power than you expected. This person has access to, like, I don't know if it's like a childlike behavior, or they have access to magic. They're very like magical. They have friends, and they have friends in high places, actually. They're very sunshiny. Like they're very happy. They're very enthusiastic. They make you feel like a kid. This person is going to make you feel like yourself, and they're going to put you back in your throne. But they're also probably going to introduce you to another Taurus, possibly. Or your next spouse. But they're going to transform something where you're going to realize that your real commitment is what is in front of you now. Like a new real, if you're already in an established relationship and you're happy, this message is not for you. But if you're changing careers, there's going to be like this, there's something that's coming into your life that's going to be there for like the next 12 years. Like it's something major, Taurus. Something's coming in your life, like it's going to be established for the next, I see the number 12, like really hard right now. I saw the number 12 all day today. And it's really like now when I think about you, I'm really thinking the number 12, December. I think something crazy is going to happen in December, especially in May. A judgment will come in either May or December. And if you've been, okay. So if you've been having issues with the Libra, something's going to get justified. So whatever was wrong, it's going to be made right. So if you had issues because of your commitment and something wasn't fair, or you're going to go through court, there's going to be something that happens in May and something that happens in December where either an inheritance is going to change everything, or you're going to help someone get married, or you're going to get married yourself, or you're going to start realizing a Libra never had justice and you're going to start to give them justice, or otherwise like a Libra is taking justice from you. Or something like that, or you're reversing roles with the Libra, or you're reversing roles with the justice system, or maybe you're going to court. Something is happening where either you're getting divorced or something's getting reestablished, you guys. Something major is getting reestablished. And it has to do with either a Virgo and a Libra and especially even a Gemini too, Taurus. Like if that makes sense, let me know. But something's getting majorly reestablished. And if you think that people were in the way, it has nothing to do with that. The person that was dealing with a lot of unfairness had dealt with someone that had controlled them so much to the point that it was utterly abuse. Abuse to an extent that I don't think you even realized it. And that's what the end of March is going to be about. You're going to start realizing the abuse that someone else had gone through. And that's what's going to be an epiphany. It's more like empathy that's coming out of you that's going to transform things more than anything else. I don't see you really taking action, but your empathy is what is actually changing everything for yourself. Once you have empathy, you're gaining telepathy on someone else's life, and you're realizing that their intentions were pure from your empathy. That's what I'm saying. So from there, that's when everything starts transforming in you and getting better for yourself. And then you start charging and going really quickly, fast to get away. You just want to get away from everything because you're starting to realize that there's two scenarios that are going on that you had no idea about. And it's mind-boggling when you start realizing like what really happened. And there was someone that is foreign from you that should have never been separated from you. And they're going to start being released. And you're going to start realizing like once I don't know if they're going towards another Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus, or you're dealing with a Libra that's going towards an earth sign, like another earth sign. Maybe they're going towards like another earth sign, or maybe you're going towards another earth sign. But I see the energy of Libra or a court justice system. They could be going towards another earth sign, or they could be going towards you. If they can't go towards you, they're going to go towards a different earth sign because they need the assistance of an earth sign. And if it's not court, then it's going to be a zodiac sign Libra. And if it's not a Libra, then it's going to be the court. Or something like with the justice system, something working out where it's going to be fair again. Let me know in the comments if like something wasn't fair for you before, like if it's going to start being fair again. But there's another earth sign that's getting themselves involved. So if you didn't know what was going on, or if you had half of the story, there's someone else coming in and unsolving an unsolved mystery for you. And that unsolved mystery is that there was some juggling going on. And it was because of a message that you never received. There was abuse that was going on, and this person they had no way of getting out of the abuse. And you for some reason, no one told you this. And I think you would have probably had more empathy for this person if you actually had the whole story. But I don't know if a Virgo didn't want you to know the story, or someone else kept you from knowing really what was going on because they didn't want you to have empathy for someone else. And if they knew that you knew what the whole story was, then their agenda would break off, if that makes sense. Like, this person wanted to keep you with a certain amount of knowledge so that way they can control you to a certain extent. They wanted you to hate someone else so that way they could benefit out of you more. But once you get more of the story, Taurus, that's actually going to free you more, and then you're going to realize who you were dealing with. And once you realize who you're dealing with, you're freed up. Your business even gets better. You start having more friends, you start getting more partnerships, you start developing patience, you run into a Sagittarius, possibly. And then you start realizing there's a whole, there's a person that has like a whole closet full of secrets, Taurus. You're going to expose all of it. The delusion is out. The cat is out of the bag. You're not going to work on what you were working on before. And this like empire or whatever the hell was going on, it's going to free you because you're realizing it's not your work to finish. You can actually get freedom now, being independent, and you don't have to, it's really not your responsibility, and you don't have to worry about it. You're going to be walking away. You're not going to invest in love that is not reciprocal. Because it gives you anxiety. It doesn't make sense. You weren't using your intuition before. You could be dealing with the Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. I see the water. I see the air sign again. And you're not communicating. You're not talking. It's coming very slow towards you, but little spurts of information and seeds are coming towards you very slowly. And with those little spurts, you're going to have a happy family. You just need to go towards the truth, Taurus. You need to not be scared of the truth. Just keep getting the truth. Start asking questions, whether it's in your personal life or your business life. But you're going to have more clients. You're going to have more revenue. You're going to have more success. You're going to have more compassion the more questions you ask. So start digging. Start figuring out what is going on with who and what and what. You're going to have less responsibility, and everything just works out on its own. When you start giving people a little bit more of their own freedom, they start taking responsibility for their own bullshit, and they start, excuse my language, but once people start realizing like what their own responsibility is, you have less weight on your back. And at the same time, they're doing some work for you because they're realizing what their own responsibility is, where you don't have to spoon feed them everything that they need. And the only problem is that you were working with someone that was not telling you the whole story. And there's another person that is trying to tell you, and you're like, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see who this person is. And you're hating that other person for telling you who this other person is when they're actually wanting to help you. I hope that makes sense, Taurus. I know this whole story is kind of like scrambled right now. But there's someone that wants to expose something to you to help you. And I think you've been kind of pushing them away, but you've been kind of in sleep mode, but everything's going to start making sense at the end of March. So if that message resonates with you, please let me know, you guys. I love you. Please remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. And hopefully, again, I'll see you guys again in April. I love you all. Take care.